Hello everybody, today we're installing our GTA car kit in a 2008 Accord, and we'll start off with what tools you'll need. You'll need a socket, 8mm socket, just for 2 bolts underneath the radio because they're really tight and it's hard to just get it with a Phillips screwdriver. So 8mm socket, Phillips screwdriver, a big one, also a small Phillips screwdriver, and our panel removal tool. We also suggest putting tape over it so you don't scratch any panels. And we'll start off with this panel removal tool, and first step is to remove this centerpiece, and it's only held on clips, and you should start off from the glove box, from the armrest compartment, and you kind of just raise it up and pull it up. Don't be scared, it takes a little bit of force, but just like that it comes off. In the bottom here there's 3 connections, and 2 for the heated seats, and also 1 for the cigarette lighter. And the heated seats, they just come off, they have a clip here, and the cigarette lighter, you have to press on this thing right here and pull it out, and that's it. The next step after that is to remove these. There's 4 Phillips screws, so there's 2 here and also 2 inside. If you can see, 1 here and 1 there. And we're gonna go ahead and remove these 4 Phillips screws. So we just removed the 4 screws, and forgot to mention that your car has to be in either neutral or even like D3 as it is right now in order to remove the center piece, and also make sure your handbrake is up so your car doesn't roll. Another thing, that when you're removing the center piece, you're gonna have these white clips which stay behind. Make sure you, if they fall off, you put them back, or you can just remove them, put them back on the panel before you put it back in. We're just gonna leave it here for now. So once you took out the four bolts, you just close the pocket here and take out this center piece. It doesn't come off in one piece, so you have to separate it. That's why you need your small screwdriver, which we showed you earlier, and you have to remove these 2 on each side. There's 2 screws, so 2 here, and the same on this side, 2 here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these 4 screws. So we removed the 4 small screws, and what this lets you do is that you can separate the top part of the pocket with the bottom. So just like that, otherwise you're not gonna be able to get it out. And we're just gonna put it to the side. The next step is to remove, using your 8mm socket, is to remove 2 bolts underneath the radio, and there's 1 here and 1 here, and they're really tight, so that's why you need a 8mm socket. You can use a Phillips screwdriver, but most likely you're gonna strip the bolt, so use a 8mm socket. We're gonna go ahead and remove these 2. So we just removed the 2 bolts underneath the radio. Now we have to remove these 2 trim pieces, and they're just held on clips. We're gonna start off from this one. As you can see, I put some electrical tape so we don't scratch the panel, and you can kind of just pull it out and just work your way around just like that. As you can see, it's all plastic clips, and what this does is it lets you see these 2 two screws on the sides, one here, so we're gonna have to remove this piece. Let's just get underneath there. And on this side it's only two clips, and so as you can see there's two bolts, and we're gonna go ahead and use our Phillips to remove them. So now if you remove all the screws, now the radio is ready to come out, and there's I think like around 9 clips holding it, and you kind of just pull on it. Just like that, and the radio is, we're not going to be removing the radio completely because there's this airbag, the wire for the airbag. If you remove it, you might have the airbag light, so we don't want that, and we're not going to be removing it. And the next step is to, as you can see, this plug right here, the white one, that's where our GTA car kit is gonna go. I'm gonna point with the screwdriver, and there is already something plugged in here, and that's for the XM radio. And if your car has XM radio, you need the splitter cable, otherwise you're gonna lose it. And just make sure that if there is something in here, that you get our splitter cable for this. And so we're gonna just remove it for now, and then there's a clip on top of it, like that. So there's this clip on top which you have to press and then pull out the plug. And the next step is to take your GTA car kit. Ours is already assembled, and on one side from the module, it goes into our splitter cable, into the female end, and the other female end is gonna get taken by that plug that we just took out, and this one is gonna go inside our stereo. And on the other side you have the cable for the iPod and also the auxiliary, but we're not going to be using this auxiliary because there's a auxiliary already in the armrest compartment. So we're just gonna take our splitter and put the end that we just took out, and we're gonna take the end of our splitter and put it in the back of the radio, just like that. And so now you're ready to test the kit. Make sure you test before you put everything back. I'm just gonna kind of rest the radio here, and make sure you put it back on park and then turn off the car before, and you wait around 30 seconds in order for the module to reset, and only then you turn on the car and test the kit. So we waited 30 seconds for the module to reset, and we're gonna turn on it to first position, and we're gonna take our iPhone 4. Our kit works with iPhone 4, and so is previous iPods. You might get a warning message, just ignore it. We're gonna go into iPod. So we're gonna turn on the radio. We're gonna be in our FM mode, and we're gonna press the CD/auxiliary button. So first time you're gonna turn it on, it's gonna be a regular CD. Then you're gonna get a CD2 option. That's usually used for if you're using the auxiliary cable out of the module. You should use CD2. And then if you press it again, you're gonna be in CD3. That's our iPod mode. So we'll start off from disc 1. As you can see, it's disc 1 there now. And in this mode, this is the hybrid mode, and it's just the iPod is open, and you can choose any song and like you fully control it you can control it from both the radio and the iPod. So you can switch the songs. As you can see, I'm switching it from the actual radio, and you can also use the steering wheel controls to switch the songs and control the volume. And then the neat feature that we have is that you can listen to your music by playlists, and that's done through going to disc 2. As you can see, it locks our iPod, and so basically you just put it to the side and just control it through the radio. So disc 2 is our first playlist, disc 3 is our second, disc 4 is our third, so we're gonna go to disc 6. Honda supports up to 99 playlists, so we're gonna go to disc 6, so that's our fifth playlist. And in this mode, same thing, you switch it from both the radio or the steering wheel controls, and you can also, if you have the random option on your radio, which I don't see on this one, you can shuffle it, but I don't see it on this radio. And that's pretty much it. So you have an option of listening to your music as in a hybrid mode or in a playlist mode. And once you tested everything out, made sure that it plays on both sides of like all the speakers play, and you can control it, everything works properly as shown in the video, then you can start putting everything back. You have many options with this car to wear it around this iPod wire. You can hide the module somewhere in the middle, and then run the cable to this pocket. You can just drill the hole right here from when you have everything apart, or you can run the cable to those two pockets that we removed earlier, either the top one with the door or the one on the bottom which is open. And so it's up to you where you want to run the cable, and just follow all the steps of putting everything back the way it was taken out in the same order, and then you can start enjoying your GTA car kit in 2008 Accord. And I think that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.